Yeah, so um, talking about some motivation, talking about some inspiration, talking about some meditation. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. So a lot of us face off against different challenges. We face off against the parts inside of ourselves. We face off against our mentalities. We face off against the things that we go through. And how do you face off against challenge? What are those challenges that you face off against, and what does it take for you to go within yourself? See, a lot of the challenges that we're facing off against, they're coming from the things that are happening around us. They're coming from the places where we feel like are the safest. And a lot of the times we have to look at ourselves, we have to look at our ability to use our challenges to our advantage and to use our level of focus, our level of ability within ourselves, our ability to overcome those challenges, our ability to be who we truly are on the inside and to face off against that part of ourselves. And so, how do you start to do that? How do you start to use your challenges to your advantage? How do you start to put the things in front of yourself that are important that only you can? And we look at times, we look at, for instance, a time when people are snowed in. Are we looking at that as a time of expansion? Are we looking at that as a time of going within ourselves? And a lot of us that are sitting inside of ourselves, we sit down and we start to ask the questions: how, why, where, what, when. When do I start to focus? When do I start to put myself? How do I start to focus? How do I start to put my mentality in a place where I start to use my challenges? And a lot of us are just facing off against those. We're just facing off against the ability to get started, to start to get to the place where motivation starts to become a reflection, where the ability inside of yourself starts to work, where your challenges start to become your friends. You see, a lot of us have stopped ourselves from that ability inside of ourselves to go past these kinds of challenges. And it all comes